Hello guys, how are you all doing? Welcome to my channel. My name is Autos and you guys are my auto singers. Now, I have never read a storybook in my life, so I'm gonna start reading a storybook. And I was like, if I'm gonna read a book, then I must make it a content and upload that at YouTube. And I was like, yeah, I should do that. So the book we have today that I'm gonna read in YouTube, and thanks for reading my audiobook. I'm gonna title this as Hunting. The book is called Hunting Adeline, USA. Today bestseller author H.D. Carlton. And I'm gonna read the whole book. Yeah, so this is basically an audiobook. Let's go. Let's start it. Yeah. Prologue. The windows of my house tremble from the power of thunder rolling across the skies. Lightning, lightning strikes in the distance, illuminating the night in that small movement. The few seconds of blinding light showcase the man standing outside my window, watching me, always watching me. I go through the motions just like I always do. My heart skips a beat, and then palpitates, my breathing turns shallow, and my hands grow clammy. It doesn't matter how many times I see him, he always pulls the same reaction out of me: fear and excitement. I don't know why it excites me. Something must be wrong with me. It's not normal for liquid heat to course through my veins, leaving tingles burning in its wake. It's not common for my mind to start wondering about things I shouldn't. Can he see me now, wearing nothing but a thin tank top, my nipples poking through the material, or the shorts I'm wearing that barely cover my ass? Does he like the view? Of course he does. That's why he watches me, isn't it? That's why he comes back every night, growing bolder with his leering while I silently challenge him, hoping he would come closer so I have a reason to put a knife to his throat. The truth is, I'm scared of him. Terrified, actually. But the man standing outside my window makes me feel like I'm sitting in a dark room. A single light shining from the television where a horror flick plays on the screen is petrifying, and all I want to do is hide. But there is a distinct part of me that keeps me still bearing myself to the horror that finds a small thrill out of it. It's dark again, and the lightning strikes in areas further away. My breathing continues to escalate. I can't see him, but he can see me. So, first page. Ripping my eyes away from the window, I turned to look behind me in the darkened house. Paranoid, he somehow found a way, no matter how deep the shadows go in persons, whether the black and white checkered floor away seems visible. I inherited this house from my grandparents. My great grandparents had built the three-story Victorian home back in the early 1940s. Through blood, sweat, and tears, the lives of five construction workers. Legend says, or rather, Nana says, that the house caught fire and killed the construction workers during the building structure phase. I haven't been able to find any news articles on the unfortunate event, but the souls that haunt the banner reek of despair. Nana always told grandiose stories that wrung eyes rolls from her parents. Mom never believed anything Nana said, but I think she just didn't want to. Sometimes I hear footsteps at night. They could be from the ghost of the workers who died in the tragic fire 80 years ago, or they could be from the shadow that stands outside my house, watching me, always watching me. Chapter 1. So basically, this is a horror story book. Yeah. Chapter 1. The Manipulator. Sometimes I have very dark thoughts about my mother, thoughts no sane daughter should ever have. Sometimes I'm not always saying, Eddie, you're being ridiculous, Bob says through the speaker on my phone. I glare at it in response, refusing to argue with her when I have nothing to say. She sighs loudly. I wrinkle my nose. It blows my mind that the woman always called Nana dramatic, yet could see her own flair for the dramatics. Just because your grandparents gave you the house doesn't mean you have to actually live in it. It's all that would be doing everyone in that city a favor if it were torn down. I thumb my head against the headrest, rolling my eyes upwards and trying to find patience swept into the state roof of my car. How did I manage to catch him up there? And just because you don't like it doesn't mean I can live in it. I restored dearly. My mother is a bitch, plain and simple. She always had a chip on her shoulder, and for the life of me, I can figure out why you would be living an hour from us. That will be incredibly inconvenient for you to come visit us, won't it? Oh, how will I survive? Pretty sure my gynecologist is an hour away too, but I still make an effort to see her once a year, and those visits are far more painful. No, I reply, popping the pea up over this conversation. My patience only lasted entire 60 seconds talking to my mother. After that, I'm running on fumes and have no desire to put in any more effort to keep the conversation moving along. If it's not one thing, it's the other. She always managed to find something to complain about. This time it's my choice to live in the house. Why? My grandparents gave to me. I grew up in Parsons Manor, running alongside the ghost in the hall and baking cookies with Nana. I have fond memories here, memories I refuse to let go of just because Mom didn't get along with Nana. I never understood the tension between them, but as I get older and started to comprehend Mom's snark, snarkiness and underhanded insults for what they were, it made sense. Nana always had a positive, sunny outlook on life. Viewing the world through rose colored glasses, she was always smiling and humming, while Mom is cursed with a perpetual scroll on her face and looked at life like her glasses got smashed when she was plunged out of Nana's vagina. I don't know why her personality never developed past that of a porcupine. She was never raised to be a picky, prickly bitch. Growing up, my mom and dad had a house only a mile away from Parsons Manor. She, she could barely tolerate me, so I spent most of my childhood in this house. It wasn't until I left for college that mom moved out of town an hour away. When I quit college, I moved in with her until I got back on my feet and, and my writing career took off. And when it did, I decided to travel around the country, never really settling in one place. Nana died about a year ago, gifting me the house in her will. But my grief hindered me from moving in Parsons Manor until now. Mom sighs again through the phone. I just wished you had more ambitions in life. Instead of staying in the town you grew up in, sweetie, do something more with your life. Then waste away in that house like your grandmother did. I don't want to become a worthless like her. A snort overtakes my face, fury tearing throughout my chest. Hey mom, yes, fuck off. I hang up the phone, angrily smashing my fingers into the screen until I hear the telltale scream that the call has ended. How dare she speak of her own mother that way? She was nothing but loved and cherished. The Dada certainly didn't treat her the way she treats. Nana certainly Nana certainly didn't treat her the way she treats me. That's for damn sure. I rip a page from Mom's book and let loose a melodramatic sigh. I turned to look out my side window. Say the house stands tall. The tip of the black roof was spurring through the gloomy clouds and looming over the vastly wounded area as if to say, "You shall fear me." Peering over my shoulder, the dense thicket of trees are no more inviting, their shadows crawling from the overgrowth with outstretched claws. I shiver, delighting in the ominous feeling radiating from this small portion of the cliff. It looks exactly as it did from my childhood and gives me no less of a thrill to peer into the infinite blackness. Persons Manor is stationed on a cliffside overlooking the bay with a mile-long driveway. Stretching through a heavily wounded area, the congregation of trees separate, and it gives me no less a thrill or pursuit. Okay, sometimes it feels like you're an entirely different planet. Okay, uh, Orchestra from civilization, the whole area has a menacing, sorrowful aura, and I fucking love it. The house has begun to decay, but it can be fixed to look like a new again with the new DLC. Hundreds of vines crawl up all the side of the structure, climbing towards the gargoyle, gargoyle station on the roof, or either side of the manor. Yo, update guys. So I was making this audiobook in the afternoon, but then something happened, and I'm not gonna say that, say what happened, but something happened and that kind of ruined my mood, and I was clearly upset, and then I did not continue this audiobook, and now everything happened and it's 9 p.m. right now, so I'm definitely not gonna continue the audiobook right now. So I thought that I'm gonna I don't know, make a lot of parts of it, so definitely I'm gonna make part 2, so wait for that. But today's part 1 of audiobook is done. So stay healthy, stay happy, and I don't think I'm gonna upload anymore, and not today. It's 9 p.m. and I want to chill. And yeah, thanks for watching this video. And to be honest guys, I'm not gonna say subscribe, like, share, because if you actually like this video, then you're gonna subscribe or like or share anyways. So from now I'm gonna definitely stop saying these things, because because if you actually like this, you would subscribe anyways. So stay healthy, stay happy guys, and bye bye.